Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you're here today. Before we begin, I want to ask you a simple question. What are you teaching yourself every day? Really, take a moment and think about it. Every day, your mind is learning something. Maybe it is learning from the people around you. Maybe it is learning from your phone, from videos, from conversations, from mistakes, from work, from school, from problems, or from the quiet moments when you are alone with your thoughts. But here is the important question. Are you choosing what your mind learns, or are you just allowing the day to teach you anything it wants? My name is Jack Ma, and today I want to talk to you about the power of daily self-education. This is not only about reading big books or studying for many hours. This is not only about school, exams, certificates, or degrees. Self-education means you take responsibility for your own growth. It means you do not wait for someone else to push you, guide you, or remind you every day. It means you begin to understand that your future is slowly shaped by what you choose to learn, what you choose to practice, and what you choose to repeat in your daily life. Maybe you have already said to yourself many times, one day, I will improve myself. Maybe one day, you want to speak English better. Maybe one day, you want to build confidence. Maybe one day, you want to understand business, communication, technology, writing, teaching, or personal discipline. Maybe you want to become a smarter person, a calmer person, a more useful person, or a person who can handle life with more strength. But sometimes, that one day stays far away because we keep waiting for the perfect time to begin. We think we need more free time, a better environment, a special teacher, a perfect routine, or a strong feeling of motivation. But my friend, real growth usually does not begin with a perfect moment. Real growth begins with a simple decision repeated every day. Daily self-education is powerful because it changes the direction of your life slowly, quietly, and deeply. You may not feel a big change on the first day. You may not become confident after one lesson. You may not understand everything after reading one page. You may not speak perfectly after practicing one sentence. But when you repeat small learning actions every day, your mind begins to wake up. Your thinking becomes sharper. Your words become clearer. Your choices become stronger. You begin to see opportunities that you did not see before. You begin to understand problems in a different way. You stop saying, I cannot do this, and you begin asking, what do I need to learn so I can do this better? This is especially important for English learners. Many learners believe they need a teacher all the time. They think, if nobody teaches me, I cannot improve. But this is not completely true. A teacher can help you, yes. A course can guide you, yes. A video can explain something to you, yes. But the real progress happens when you take what you learn and use it by yourself. When you repeat a sentence out loud. When you write one small paragraph about your day. When you listen carefully and copy the rhythm. When you stop after a lesson and ask yourself, how can I use this today? This is self-education. It is not passive watching. It is active learning. So today, I want you to stop thinking that education only happens in a classroom. Education can happen while you are walking, cooking, cleaning your room, waiting for the bus, drinking tea, going to work, or sitting quietly before sleeping. A person who wants to grow can turn ordinary moments into learning moments. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you can ask yourself in English, what is one thing I want to learn today? Then answer simply, today, I want to learn 5 useful sentences. Or, today, I want to speak for 2 minutes about my routine. Or, today, I want to understand one new idea. This simple question can change your whole day because it gives your mind a direction. Now let us do a small practice together. Say this sentence slowly. I am responsible for my own growth. Again, say it with calm confidence. I am responsible for my own growth. Now make it more personal. Every day I can teach myself something useful. Once more, every day I can teach myself something useful. These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. When you say them out loud, you are not only practicing English, you are also training your mindset. You are telling your brain that learning is not something far away. It is something you can start right now. Think about your daily life. Maybe you have 10 minutes in the morning. Maybe you have 5 minutes during lunch. Maybe you have 15 minutes before sleeping. Many people say, "I do not have time to learn." But often, the truth is not that we have no time. The truth is that our time is scattered. We give 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes somewhere else, and at the end of the day, we feel busy but not better. Daily self-education teaches you to collect those small minutes and use them with purpose. Even 10 focused minutes can be powerful when you repeat them every day. Let us imagine a simple daily self-education routine for English. In the morning, you listen to 3 useful sentences and repeat them out loud. In the afternoon, you use one of those sentences in your own example. At night, you speak for 1 minute about what you learned. That is all. It is simple. It does not need a big plan. But if you do this every day for 1 month, you will not be the same learner. Your mouth will feel more comfortable. Your brain will remember faster. Your confidence will become more natural because you are proving to yourself, day after day, that you are a person who learns. Now practice with me. Say, "I do not need to learn everything today." Repeat it slowly. "I do not need to learn everything today." Now say, "I only need to learn something useful today." Again, "I only need to learn something useful today." This is a very important idea. Many learners fail because they try to do too much at once. They want to learn all grammar, all vocabulary, all pronunciation, all speaking skills, and all confidence at the same time. Then they feel tired, they stop, they feel guilty, and later they start again with the same pressure. But daily self-education is different. It says learn one useful thing, practice it, use it, repeat tomorrow. Small learning, repeated daily, becomes strong learning. My friend, you do not need to wait until your life becomes easy. You do not need to wait until you feel highly motivated. You do not need to wait until someone gives you permission to grow. You can begin today with what you already have. You can open a notebook and write 1 useful sentence. You can listen to 1 short lesson and repeat it. You can look at your room and describe what you see in English. You can think about your problem and ask, "What can this teach me?" Every ordinary moment can become a teacher when your mind is ready to learn. So stay with me today, because this lesson is not only about studying more, it is about becoming the kind of person who learns from life every day. A person who grows without waiting. A person who improves without excuses. A person who understands that self-education is not a heavy burden. It is a quiet daily power. And when you use that power consistently, your English, your confidence, your thinking, and your future can slowly become stronger than you ever expected. Now, let us begin with a simple truth. Daily self-education does not mean you must become serious all the time. It does not mean you must sit with books for 5 hours every day or force yourself to study until you feel tired. Self-education means you become aware of your own growth. You begin to ask yourself, what am I learning today? What am I practicing today? What am I becoming today? These questions are small, but they are powerful because they turn an ordinary day into a learning day. Many people live the same day again and again. They wake up, use their phone, go to work, come back home, feel tired, sleep, and then repeat the same pattern. But a person who educates himself every day looks at the same day differently. He sees chances to improve. He listens more carefully. He reads with purpose. He practices one skill. He learns from one mistake. He takes one small step forward. The power of daily self-education is that it makes improvement normal. You do not wait for a special event to change your life. You do not wait for a new year, a new month, a new course, or a new teacher. You begin now, with one useful action. Maybe today you learn one English expression. Maybe tomorrow you practice speaking for 2 minutes. Maybe the next day you listen to a short conversation and repeat it slowly. These small things may look simple, but they build a strong habit inside you. The habit says, I am a learner. I improve myself every day. When this belief becomes part of your identity, learning becomes easier. You stop fighting with yourself. You stop waiting for motivation. You simply do what learners do. You learn. Think about English for a moment. Some learners want big results, but they only practice when they feel inspired. One day they watch 5 videos, and then they do nothing for 6 days. One day they write 10 pages, and then they forget their notebook for 2 weeks. One day they feel excited and say, now I will speak English fluently. But after a few mistakes, they stop again. This is not because they are weak. It is because they are depending too much on emotion. Daily self-education is different. It does not depend only on excitement. It depends on discipline, simplicity, and repetition. You do not need to feel amazing every day. You only need to do one small useful thing every day. Let us practice this idea in English. Say this sentence slowly. I can learn something useful every day. Repeat it again with a clear voice. I can learn something useful every day. Now say this. Small practice can create big progress. Again, small practice can create big progress. These sentences are not only speaking practice. They are also reminders for your mind. When you repeat a sentence like this, you are training your English, but you are also training your attitude. You are teaching yourself that progress is not magic. Progress is a result of repeated action. In daily life, self-education can begin with observation. Observation means you look at life and learn from it. For example, when you hear someone speak clearly, you can ask yourself, what makes this person easy to understand? Maybe they speak slowly. Maybe they use simple words. Maybe their sentences are short and organized. Then you can copy that style in your own English practice. When you make a mistake, instead of feeling embarrassed, you can ask, what did this mistake teach me? Maybe it teaches you that you need more speaking practice. Maybe it teaches you that you should learn useful phrases instead of memorizing random words. Maybe it teaches you that fear becomes smaller when you speak more often. This is self-education. You do not waste the mistake. You learn from it. Now let us take a real daily example. Imagine you are sitting alone in your room at night. The day is almost finished. You are tired, but you still want to grow. You do not need to open a long lesson. You do not need to study difficult grammar. You can simply ask yourself 3 questions in English. What did I do today? What did I learn today? What will I improve tomorrow? Then answer in simple sentences. Today, I worked hard. Today, I learned 1 new sentence. Tomorrow, I will speak English for 5 minutes. This simple exercise can become a powerful daily self-education habit. It helps your English, your memory, your thinking, and your confidence at the same time. Practice with me now. Say, today, I learned something new. Again, today, I learned something new. Now say, tomorrow, I will improve 1 small thing. Repeat it. Tomorrow, I will improve 1 small thing. Now make your own version. You can say, today, I learned a new word, or today, I practiced my speaking, or tomorrow, I will listen carefully. You do not need perfect English. You need active English. Active English means you take the words you already know and use them in your own life. Many learners collect information, but they do not convert information into skill. They watch videos about confidence, but they do not speak. They learn vocabulary, but they do not use it in sentences. They understand advice, but they do not follow it daily. This is why self-education must include action. Learning is not only receiving, learning is also doing. If you watch a lesson, pause and repeat. If you read a sentence, make your own sentence. If you learn a word, use it in your daily life. If you hear a useful phrase, speak it out loud 3 times. This is how information becomes ability. Let me give you another simple practice. Take the phrase, I am learning to improve myself. Now change it with different endings. Say, I am learning to improve my English. Say, I am learning to improve my confidence. Say, I am learning to improve my daily habits. Say, I am learning to improve my future. This is a very easy exercise, but it teaches you sentence building. You are not memorizing one sentence only. You are learning a pattern. When you know a pattern, you can create many sentences. This is one of the best ways to educate yourself in English. Learn patterns, not only words. The same idea works outside English too. If you want to become better in life, do not only ask, what should I know? Ask, what should I practice? If you want confidence, practice small, brave actions. If you want discipline, practice one promise every day. If you want better communication, practice listening before speaking. If you want better English, practice using English in real moments, even if those moments are small. Daily self-education is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming a little more awake, a little more skilled, and a little more responsible each day. And here is something very important. Nobody can learn for you. A teacher can explain. A video can guide. A book can inspire. A friend can support. But the real learning must happen inside you. You must repeat. You must try. You must correct yourself. You must come back again tomorrow. This is not a punishment. This is freedom. Because when you understand that you can educate yourself daily, you stop feeling powerless. You realize that even if you do not have the best school, the best teacher, the best environment, or the best opportunities, you still have the ability to begin. You still have your mind. You still have your time. You still have your voice. And you can use them today. When you understand this, your relationship with learning changes. You stop seeing learning as something heavy, and you begin to see it as a daily conversation with yourself. Every morning you can ask, what kind of person am I training myself to become? This question is simple, but it is very serious. Because every day, whether you notice it or not, you are training yourself. If you complain every day, you train your mind to complain. If you avoid practice every day, you train your mind to avoid difficulty. If you say, I cannot, every day, you train your mind to accept weakness. But if you learn, practice, reflect, and try again every day, you train your mind to grow. This is why daily self-education is not only about knowledge, it is about character. Many people think the most intelligent person is the one who knows many facts. But in real life, the strongest learner is not always the person who knows everything. The strongest learner is the person who can keep learning when life changes. The world changes, work changes, technology changes, communication changes, English changes depending on where and how people use it. If you only depend on what you learned in the past, you may slowly become stuck. But if you build the habit of daily self-education, you stay fresh, you stay flexible, you stay ready. You do not become afraid of new things, because you know how to teach yourself step by step. Let us connect this with English speaking. Maybe you learned English in school, but you still feel nervous when you speak. Maybe you know grammar rules, but your sentences do not come quickly. Maybe you can understand videos, but you cannot express your opinion naturally. This is not a failure. It simply means your daily training must become more active. You must educate yourself not only to understand English, but to use English. For example, do not only learn the word confident, use it in your own sentence. Say, I want to become more confident when I speak. Say, I feel confident when I practice every day. Say, confidence grows when I take small actions. Now you are not only memorizing a word, you are making the word part of your voice. Practice with me now. Say slowly, I want to become more confident when I speak. Again, with a steady voice. I want to become more confident when I speak. Now say, confidence grows when I take small actions. Repeat it. Confidence grows when I take small actions. Now change the sentence for your own life. You can say, confidence grows when I speak out loud, or confidence grows when I learn from mistakes, or confidence grows when I keep trying. This is a simple self-education exercise. You take one idea and turn it into many sentences. You teach yourself how to think in English, not just translate from your language. Another powerful part of self-education is reflection. Reflection means you do not only move through your day, you stop and think about what your day taught you. Many people repeat mistakes because they never reflect. They feel bad, but they do not learn. They fail, but they do not study the failure. They get nervous, but they do not ask why. A self-educated person asks better questions. What happened today? What did I do well? What can I improve? What lesson can I take from this? These questions make you stronger because they turn experience into wisdom. Let us make this practical. Imagine you tried to speak English today, but you forgot a word. Instead of saying, "My English is bad," you can reflect in a better way. You can say, "Today I forgot one word, but I continued speaking." This is a good sign. You can say, "I need more practice with daily vocabulary." This is a clear lesson. You can say, "Tomorrow I will learn 3 words related to this topic." This is a small plan. Notice the difference. One learner uses the mistake to feel ashamed. Another learner uses the mistake to improve. The same mistake can break your confidence or build your confidence. It depends on how you educate yourself after it happens. Now practice these reflection sentences. Say, "Today, I made a mistake, but I learned from it." Again, "Today, I made a mistake, but I learned from it." Say, "My mistakes can teach me something useful." Repeat it slowly. "My mistakes can teach me something useful." Now say, "Tomorrow, I will try again with more confidence." Again, "Tomorrow, I will try again with more confidence." These sentences are very useful for English learners because they help you speak about your learning journey in a positive way. They also help you build emotional strength. And emotional strength is very important because learning is not always comfortable. Self-education also teaches you how to protect your attention. In today's world, attention is very valuable. Many people lose hours every day without choosing to lose them. They open their phone for 1 minute, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. They watch one short video, and then they watch 10 more. They read many random things, but they do not remember anything useful. This is why daily self-education needs focus. You do not need to stop using your phone completely. But you must ask yourself, is this helping me grow, or is this only taking my time? When you ask this question often, you begin to control your attention instead of letting everything control you. For English practice, you can use your phone in a smarter way. Instead of only scrolling, you can save 5 useful sentences. Instead of only watching entertainment, you can pause and repeat one clear sentence. Instead of only reading comments, you can write one English comment yourself. Instead of only listening passively, you can speak after the speaker and copy the rhythm. Your phone can waste your time, or your phone can help educate you. The difference is your intention. A self-educated person uses tools with purpose. Here is a simple exercise for your daily phone use. The next time you watch an English video, do not try to understand everything. Choose only one useful sentence. Repeat it 5 times. Then make 3 new sentences with the same pattern. For example, if the sentence is, "I am trying to improve my English," you can say, "I am trying to improve my speaking." "I am trying to improve my listening." "I am trying to improve my confidence." This small activity can turn 1 minute of watching into real practice. It teaches your brain to create, not only consume. Say these sentences with me. I am trying to improve my English. Again, I am trying to improve my English. Now say, I am trying to improve my speaking. Repeat it. I am trying to improve my speaking. Now say, I am trying to improve my confidence. Again, I am trying to improve my confidence. This pattern is useful in daily life. You can use it for many goals. I am trying to manage my time. I am trying to build better habits. I am trying to learn something new. One pattern can open many doors. And remember, daily self-education is not about being perfect every day. Some days you will feel tired, some days you will forget. Some days you will not practice as much as you planned. That is normal. The important thing is not to quit completely. Do not turn one missed day into one missed month. If you miss a day, come back the next day. If you practice badly today, practice better tomorrow. If you lose focus in the morning, use 5 minutes at night. A strong learner is not a person who never falls. A strong learner is a person who returns to the path again and again. Another important part of daily self-education is learning how to ask better questions. Many people ask questions that make them feel weak. They ask, why am I not good enough? Why is this so difficult for me? Why do other people improve faster than me? These questions may feel natural, but they do not help you move forward. A better question gives your mind a path. Instead of asking, why am I bad at English? Ask, what is one English skill I can practice today? Instead of asking, why do I always forget words? Ask, how can I use new words in real sentences? Instead of asking, why am I not confident? Ask, what small speaking action can I take today? The quality of your questions affects the quality of your progress. When you educate yourself daily, you become your own guide. This does not mean you know everything. It means you know how to guide your attention. You know how to notice what you need. You know how to choose a small next step. For example, if your listening is weak, your next step may be listening to short English audio every day and repeating the easiest sentences. If your speaking is slow, your next step may be speaking about your daily routine for 2 minutes. If your vocabulary feels limited, your next step may be learning useful phrases for real situations, like ordering food, asking for help, giving an opinion, or explaining your problem. Self-education becomes powerful when you stop trying to fix everything at once and start improving one area at a time. Let us practice some useful self-education questions in English. Say, what can I learn today? Again, what can I learn today? Now say, what can I practice today? Repeat it slowly. What can I practice today? Now say, what can I improve tomorrow? Again, what can I improve tomorrow? These questions are short, but you can use them every day. You can write them in your notebook. You can ask them before studying. You can ask them after making a mistake. You can ask them when you feel confused. They help your mind become active and responsible. Now imagine a normal day. You wake up, and before touching your phone, you take 1 minute and say, today I will learn one useful thing. Then during breakfast, you describe what you are doing in simple English. I am making tea. I am eating breakfast. I am getting ready for the day. Later, when you go outside, you describe what you see. The street is busy. People are going to work. The weather is warm today. At night, you speak about your day. Today was busy, but I learned something useful. This is not difficult English, but it is real English. It connects learning with life. That connection is very important, because language becomes stronger when it belongs to your daily routine. Many learners separate English from life. They think English only belongs in a lesson. They study for 30 minutes and then return to their normal life in another language. But if you want English to become natural, you must invite English into small parts of your day. You can think one sentence in English while walking. You can say one sentence while cleaning. You can write one note in English before sleeping. You can explain one feeling in English when you are alone. This is how your brain begins to accept English as a living language, not just a school subject. Practice this now with daily life sentences. Say, I am starting my day with a clear mind. Again, I am starting my day with a clear mind. Say, I am learning from my daily life. Repeat it. I am learning from my daily life. Say, every situation can teach me something. Again, every situation can teach me something. Now try to make one sentence about your own day. You can say, I am working on my English today. Or, I am trying to stay focused today. Or, I am learning to be more patient. These sentences are simple, but they train your mouth to connect English with your real experience. Another powerful habit is keeping a learning notebook. This notebook does not need to be perfect. It does not need beautiful writing. It does not need long explanations. It can be very simple. Every day, write one thing you learned, one sentence you practiced, and one question you still have. For example, you can write, I learned the phrase, take responsibility. I practiced the sentence, I take responsibility for my growth. My question is, how can I use this phrase in daily conversation? This small notebook becomes a mirror of your progress. When you look back after 1 month, you will see that you did not waste your days. You will see proof that you were growing. A learning notebook also protects you from forgetting. Many people learn something useful and then lose it because they never review it. Self-education is not only learning new things, it is also returning to important things until they become strong. If you learn 5 sentences today and never use them again, they may disappear from your memory. But if you write them, repeat them, speak them, and use them in your own examples, they become part of you. Review is not boring when you understand its purpose. Review is how your brain says, this is important, keep this. Let us practice with the phrase, take responsibility. Say, I take responsibility for my learning. Again, I take responsibility for my learning. Say, I take responsibility for my daily habits. Repeat it. I take responsibility for my daily habits. Say, I take responsibility for my future. Again, I take responsibility for my future. This phrase is useful because it sounds mature and clear. You can use it in personal growth, work, study, and English practice. When you learn one strong phrase deeply, you can use it in many places. Self-education also helps you become patient with your progress. In the beginning, you may feel that nothing is changing. You may practice for a few days and think, I am still the same, but growth is often invisible at first. A seed under the ground does not look powerful, but something is happening quietly. In the same way, when you practice English every day, your brain is building connections. Your mouth is becoming familiar with sounds. Your memory is organizing words. Your confidence is becoming stronger little by little. You may not notice it immediately, but one day you will speak a sentence more easily than before. You will understand a phrase faster than before. You will answer a question without translating every word. Then you will realize that your daily practice was working. This is why you must respect small progress. Do not only celebrate big achievements. Celebrate the day you practiced even when you were tired. Celebrate the moment you corrected one mistake. Celebrate the sentence you spoke more clearly. Celebrate the new phrase you used in your own example. These little wins keep your learning alive. They tell your mind, I am moving forward. And when your mind believes you are moving forward, it becomes easier to continue. Now say this with me. I respect my small progress. Again, I respect my small progress. Say, every small step is part of my growth. Repeat it slowly. Every small step is part of my growth. Say, I am becoming better through daily practice. Again, I am becoming better through daily practice. These sentences can become part of your daily self-education routine. You can say them in the morning before learning. You can say them at night before sleeping. You can say them whenever you feel slow or discouraged. And my friend, remember this clearly. Daily self-education is not a race against other people. It is a relationship with your own potential. You are not learning to prove that you are better than someone else. You are learning because your mind deserves growth. You are learning because your future deserves preparation. You are learning because your voice, your ideas, and your abilities can become stronger. The more you educate yourself, the more you understand yourself. The more you understand yourself, the better you can choose your direction. And when you choose your direction daily, your life does not change by accident. It changes by intention. Now, one of the most practical ways to make daily self-education stronger is to connect learning with action immediately. Many people learn something and then wait too long before using it. They say, I will use this later, but later often becomes never. If you learn a new English sentence today, Use it today. If you learn a new idea about confidence, test it today. If you learn a better way to manage your time, try it today, even in a small way. Knowledge becomes powerful when it enters your behavior. Otherwise, it stays only in your mind, like information stored on a shelf. The goal is not only to know more. The goal is to live better, speak better, think better, and respond better because of what you learn. For example, if today you learn the sentence, "I need to stay consistent," do not only repeat it once, use it in your life. Say, "I need to stay consistent with my English practice." Say, "I need to stay consistent with my daily routine." Say, "I need to stay consistent even when I feel tired." Now the sentence has meaning. Now it belongs to your real life. This is how self-education becomes active. You take one idea and you connect it with your habits, your challenges, and your future. Practice with me now. Say, "I need to stay consistent." Again, "I need to stay consistent." Now say, "I need to stay consistent with my learning." Repeat it. "I need to stay consistent with my learning." Now say, "I need to stay consistent even when progress feels slow." Again, "I need to stay consistent even when progress feels slow." This is a very useful sentence because every learner faces slow days. Every learner faces boring days. Every learner faces moments when the result is not clear. But consistency keeps you moving when motivation is weak. Another important lesson is this: you do not need to learn from only one source. A self-educated person learns from books, videos, conversations, mistakes, questions, daily problems, and personal experience. But a wise learner does not collect too many things without using them. You do not need 50 lessons in one day. You need one useful lesson that you actually practice. You do not need 20 new words if you cannot use them. You need a few strong words that become part of your speaking. Quality matters more than quantity. Deep learning is better than scattered learning. Let us imagine that your goal is to improve English speaking. You choose one topic for the day, such as daily routine. You learn 3 useful sentences. I usually start my day early. I try to plan my work before I begin. At night, I review what I learned. Then you repeat them, change them, and make them your own. You can say, "I usually start my day slowly. I try to practice English before I sleep. At night, I think about my progress." This kind of practice is simple, but it is very effective because it teaches your brain how to create sentences, not just remember them. Say these sentences slowly. I usually start my day early. Again, I usually start my day early. Say, I try to plan my work before I begin. Repeat it. I try to plan my work before I begin. Say, at night, I review what I learned. Again, at night, I review what I learned. Now make your own version. You can say, at night, I practice my English. Or, at night, I write one sentence. Or, at night, I prepare for tomorrow. This is how you turn a simple pattern into daily speaking ability. Daily self-education also gives you independence. This is very important. When you depend completely on others, you may stop growing whenever they are not available. But when you know how to guide yourself, you can keep learning anywhere. You can learn at home. You can learn during travel. You can learn in a quiet room. You can learn in a busy day. You can learn when you have a teacher. And you can also learn when you are alone. This independence gives you strength because your growth is no longer controlled by perfect conditions. But independence does not mean isolation. You can still learn from teachers, friends, videos, and communities. The difference is that you do not wait passively. You take responsibility. When someone teaches you, you practice. When someone corrects you, you learn. When someone inspires you, you take action. You become an active learner, not only a listener. And active learners improve faster because they are always turning knowledge into practice. Now say this with me. I am not only a listener, I am a learner. Again, I am not only a listener, I am a learner. Say, I turn knowledge into practice. Repeat it slowly. I turn knowledge into practice. Say, I use what I learn in my daily life. Again, I use what I learn in my daily life. These sentences can remind you that learning is not finished when the lesson ends. Real learning begins when you use the lesson. So from today, do not ask yourself, how can I change everything quickly? Ask yourself, what can I learn today, and how can I use it today? This question is simple enough for every day and strong enough to change your direction. Maybe today you learn one phrase. Maybe today you read one page. Maybe today you speak for 2 minutes. Maybe today you reflect on one mistake. Maybe today you write one honest sentence about your life. Do not underestimate these actions. Small actions are not small when they are repeated with purpose. And my friend, this is the real power of daily self-education. It gives you a way to grow even when life is not perfect. It gives you a way to improve even when you do not have much time. It gives you a way to build confidence even before you feel ready. Every day becomes a chance to become sharper, stronger, calmer, and more capable. Your future is not built only by big decisions. It is built by the small things you repeat every day. So choose one useful thing today. Learn it, practice it, use it, then come back tomorrow and do it again. Little by little, your mind will change, your English will change, your confidence will change, and most importantly, you will begin to see yourself as a person who does not wait for growth, but creates it every single day. There is another quiet benefit of daily self-education that many people do not notice at first. It changes the way you see yourself. When you learn every day, even in a small way, you begin to trust yourself more. You begin to feel, I can guide my own mind. I can improve my own habits. I can solve problems step by step. This self-trust is very important because many learners lose confidence not only because English is difficult, but because they stop believing in their own consistency. They remember the times they started and stopped. They remember the notebooks they opened and forgot. They remember the promises they made to themselves but did not continue. So when they try again, a small voice inside says, "You will stop again." Daily self-education slowly answers that voice with proof. Every day you practice, you create new evidence that you are changing. This is why you should not make your daily learning habit too heavy in the beginning. If your plan is too difficult, you may fail quickly and lose trust again. Start with something you can repeat, even on a busy day. For example, read one short paragraph. Repeat 5 useful sentences. Speak for 1 minute about your day. Write 3 lines in your notebook. Listen to one short audio and copy the speaker's rhythm. These actions are small enough to continue, but strong enough to build discipline. A small habit you repeat is more powerful than a big plan you leave after 3 days. Let us practice the language of self-trust now. Say, I can keep one small promise to myself. Repeat it slowly. I can keep one small promise to myself. Now say, every day, I build trust with myself. Again, every day, I build trust with myself. Now say, I do not need a perfect plan. I need a simple habit. Repeat it with calm confidence. I do not need a perfect plan. I need a simple habit. These sentences are useful because they remind you that your learning life does not need to feel complicated. It needs to feel possible. Another important idea is to create a learning environment around you. Your environment can support your growth, or it can pull you away from growth. If your notebook is hidden somewhere, you may forget to use it. If your phone is full of distractions, you may waste your learning time. If your room has no reminder of your goals, you may move through the day without intention. So make learning visible. Keep your notebook near your bed. Put one English sentence on your wall. Save a short list of useful phrases on your phone. Keep one book or lesson ready, so you do not waste time deciding what to study. When learning is easy to start, you are more likely to start. For example, you can prepare a small daily English card. On that card, write 3 things. Write 1 sentence to repeat. one question to answer, and one phrase to use. Your sentence can be, I am improving little by little. Your question can be, what did I learn today? Your phrase can be, little by little. Then throughout the day, come back to that card, repeat the sentence, answer the question, use the phrase in your own example. You can say, little by little, my speaking is getting better. You can say, little by little, I am becoming more confident. You can say, little by little, I am building a better future. One card used daily can become a small classroom in your pocket. Practice these sentences with me. Say, little by little, I am improving. Again, little by little, I am improving. Say, little by little, I am becoming more confident. Repeat it. Little by little, I am becoming more confident. Say, little by little, I am building a better future. Again, little by little, I am building a better future. Notice how one phrase can create many useful sentences. This is a simple technique for self-education. Choose one phrase and make it alive through repetition, variation, and personal meaning. Daily self-education also teaches you to become more curious. Curiosity is the engine of learning. When you are curious, you do not study only because you have to. You learn because you want to understand. You hear a new word and ask, how can I use this? You face a problem and ask, what is the lesson here? You watch a successful person and ask, what habits help them improve? Curiosity makes your mind active. It turns ordinary life into a source of learning. Without curiosity, learning feels like pressure. With curiosity, learning feels like discovery. You can practice curiosity in English by asking simple questions about everyday things. Look at your routine and ask, why do I do this every day? Look at your work and ask, how can I do this better? Look at your English and ask, which sentence do I use again and again? Look at your fear and ask, what small action can reduce this fear? These questions help you think more deeply, and they also give you speaking material. Many learners say, I do not know what to speak about. But if you ask better questions, you will always have something to say. Now practice these curiosity sentences. Say, I want to understand myself better. Repeat it. I want to understand myself better. Say, I want to learn from my daily experience. Again, I want to learn from my daily experience. Say, I can ask better questions and find better answers. Repeat it slowly. I can ask better questions and find better answers. This is not only English practice. This is thinking practice. You are training your mind to search for lessons instead of excuses. And when you continue this habit, you begin to notice something beautiful. Learning becomes part of your personality. You no longer feel that studying is something separate from life. You become the person who learns while living. You learn when you listen. You learn when you speak. You learn when you make mistakes. You learn when you succeed. You learn when life is calm. And you learn when life is difficult. This does not mean life becomes easy. It means you become stronger inside life. You become someone who can grow in many situations. So as you move forward, do not wait for a perfect version of yourself to begin self-education. Begin with the version of yourself that exists today. Begin with your current English. Begin with your current time. Begin with your current energy. Begin with one sentence, one page, one question, one reflection, one small promise. The person you want to become is not created in one big moment. That person is created through small daily choices. Every time you choose learning instead of excuses, practice instead of delay, and reflection instead of shame, you are building that person. And if you continue day after day, your growth will not remain a dream. It will become your daily reality. One more thing you must understand is that daily self-education becomes much easier when you connect it with your personal purpose. If you do not know why you are learning, you will stop when it becomes boring. But when your reason is clear, your mind becomes stronger. You may say, I am learning English because I want better communication. You may say, I am educating myself because I want more confidence in life. You may say, I want to understand new ideas, meet better opportunities, and become useful to the people around me. Your reason does not need to sound big to other people. It only needs to be honest for you. A real reason gives energy to a small habit. Many learners lose focus because they copy other people's goals. They see someone studying for 3 hours, so they think they must study for 3 hours. They see someone reading difficult books, so they think they must read difficult books. They see someone speaking very advanced English, so they feel small. But self-education is personal. Your path must match your life, your level, your time, and your purpose. If you are a beginner, begin with simple sentences. If you are busy, begin with 5 minutes. If you are shy, begin by speaking alone. If you forget easily, begin with review. Do not build your learning life to impress other people. Build it so you can actually continue. Practice this idea in English. Say, "My learning path belongs to me." Repeat it slowly. My learning path belongs to me. Now say, "I can start from my current level." Again, I can start from my current level. Now say, "I do not need to copy everyone else." Repeat it. I do not need to copy everyone else. These sentences are useful because many learners put too much pressure on themselves. They compare their beginning with someone else's progress. But comparison often steals energy. Self-education gives energy back because it says, "This is my journey, and I can move forward one step at a time." Another helpful method is to create a simple learning theme for each day. A theme gives your mind direction. For example, Monday can be for speaking about your routine. Tuesday can be for learning phrases about work. Wednesday can be for listening practice. Thursday can be for writing short reflections. Friday can be for pronunciation. Saturday can be for reviewing everything. Sunday can be for speaking freely about your week. You do not have to follow this exact plan. The important thing is that each day has a small focus. When your focus is clear, your practice becomes easier. Let us imagine today's theme is speaking about your routine. You can start with very simple English. I wake up early. I wash my face. I drink water. I check my plan. I start my work. Then you can make it a little more natural. I usually wake up early because I like to start my day calmly. After that, I wash my face and prepare myself for work. Before I begin, I try to think about one thing I want to improve. This is how you grow a sentence. First, you speak simply. Then you add a reason, a detail, or a feeling. This is a powerful exercise because it teaches you to expand your English step by step. Practice with me now. Say, "I wake up early." Again, "I wake up early." Now say, "I usually wake up early because I like to start my day calmly." Repeat it slowly. "I usually wake up early because I like to start my day calmly." Now say, "Before I begin my work, I think about one thing I want to improve." Again, "Before I begin my work, I think about one thing I want to improve." Notice how the sentence becomes longer, but it is still clear. This is how you should educate yourself in English. Do not jump from simple English to difficult English too quickly. Grow your sentences naturally. Daily self-education also helps you become better at solving problems. A person who does not educate himself may look at a problem and feel stuck. But a self-educated person looks at a problem and asks, "What skill do I need here?" If you cannot speak clearly, maybe you need pronunciation practice. If you cannot stay focused, maybe you need a better routine. If you feel nervous in conversation, maybe you need more small speaking experiences. If you cannot remember vocabulary, maybe you need to review words inside real sentences. Every problem becomes a lesson when you look at it with a learning mind. Say this sentence. Every problem can show me what I need to learn. Repeat it. Every problem can show me what I need to learn. Now say, I can turn problems into practice. Again, I can turn problems into practice. Now say, I can turn practice into progress. Repeat it slowly. I can turn practice into progress. These sentences can help you stay calm when learning feels difficult. Instead of thinking, this problem means I am failing, You can think, this problem is showing me my next step. Another thing I want you to remember is that daily self-education does not always feel exciting. Some days it feels ordinary. Some days it feels slow. Some days you repeat the same sentence and think, is this really helping me? Yes, it is helping you if you are practicing with attention. Repetition may look simple, but repetition builds fluency. Review may look boring, but review builds memory. Speaking alone may feel strange, but speaking alone builds comfort. Writing one sentence may look too small, but one sentence every day becomes many sentences over time. Do not disrespect the simple actions that create strong results. Think of a person who learns one useful phrase every day. After 10 days, that person has 10 useful phrases. After 30 days, 30 useful phrases. After 100 days, 100 useful phrases. But the real power is not only in the number. The real power is in the identity. That person becomes someone who learns daily. That identity is stronger than any single lesson. When you believe, I am the kind of person who learns every day, your choices begin to support that belief. You naturally look for lessons. You naturally use small moments. You naturally return to practice even after a difficult day. Now practice this identity with me. Say, I am the kind of person who learns every day. Again, I am the kind of person who learns every day. Say, I am the kind of person who keeps improving. Repeat it. I am the kind of person who keeps improving. Say, I am the kind of person who uses small moments wisely. Again, I am the kind of person who uses small moments wisely. Speak these sentences slowly and feel their meaning. They are not only English sentences. They are declarations about who you are becoming. And as you continue this journey, please be gentle with yourself. Self-education is not self-punishment. You are not learning because you hate your current level. You are learning because you respect your potential. You are not practicing English because your English is worthless. You are practicing because your English can become stronger. You are not reviewing because you are weak. You are reviewing because memory needs care. When your learning comes from self-respect instead of self-criticism, you can continue longer. You do not feel attacked by mistakes. You feel guided by them. You do not feel ashamed of slow progress. You feel patient with it. So today, choose one personal reason, one small habit, and one useful sentence. Keep it simple. Say, my reason is growth. Say, my habit is daily practice. Say, my sentence is, I can improve little by little. Then use that sentence in your life. Say it in the morning. Say it before practice. Say it when you feel tired. Say it when you feel unsure. The more you repeat useful language with real meaning, the more it becomes part of your mind. And when learning becomes part of your mind, daily self-education stops being something you force yourself to do. It becomes the natural way you live. Think, speak, and grow. Now, as you build the habit of daily self-education, you must also learn how to measure your progress in a healthy way. Many learners measure progress only by perfection. They ask, can I speak without mistakes? Can I understand everything? Can I use advanced words? But this kind of measurement can make you feel disappointed very quickly. A better way is to measure progress by consistency, comfort, speed, clarity, and courage. Are you practicing more regularly than before? Are you speaking with a little less fear? Are you remembering useful phrases faster? Are you explaining your ideas more clearly? Are you returning to practice even after mistakes? These are real signs of progress. For example, maybe last month you could not speak for 30 seconds without stopping, but now you can speak for 1 full minute. That is progress. Maybe before, you avoided English completely, but now you repeat 5 sentences every day. That is progress. Maybe before, one mistake made you feel ashamed, but now you correct yourself and continue. That is progress. Daily self-education teaches you to notice these small improvements because small improvements are the foundation of long-term success. If you only respect big results, you may miss the daily proof that you are already changing. Practice this with me now. Say, I measure progress by effort and consistency. Repeat it slowly. I measure progress by effort and consistency. Now say, I am improving even when progress feels small. Again, I am improving even when progress feels small. Now say, I can notice my growth and keep moving forward. Repeat it with confidence. I can notice my growth and keep moving forward. These sentences are useful because they help you speak about progress in a mature and positive way. They also train your mind to look for evidence of growth instead of evidence of failure. Another important part of self-education is learning how to review your day without judging yourself too harshly. At the end of the day, do not only ask, did I do everything perfectly? Ask better questions. What did I learn today? What did I practice today? Where did I lose focus? What can I do better tomorrow? This kind of review is honest, but not cruel. It helps you improve without destroying your confidence. You can say, today, I did not practice for a long time, but I repeated 5 useful sentences. You can say, today, I felt tired, but I still listened for 5 minutes. You can say, today was not perfect, but I did not give up. This is the mindset of a strong learner. Let us practice a simple evening review in English. Say, today was not perfect, but I learned something. Again, today was not perfect, but I learned something. Say, I can improve tomorrow with one small action. Repeat it. I can improve tomorrow with one small action. Say, I will not judge myself, I will guide myself. Again, I will not judge myself. I will guide myself. This sentence is very powerful. Many people speak to themselves in a very harsh way, and then they wonder why learning feels painful. But if you learn to guide yourself kindly, you can continue for a much longer time. Daily self-education also means you become aware of what you repeat. Your future is connected to your repetitions. If you repeat excuses, excuses become stronger. If you repeat fear, fear becomes stronger. If you repeat practice, practice becomes stronger. If you repeat useful English sentences, your English becomes stronger. Every repetition is like a vote for the person you are becoming. So do not only ask, what do I want? Ask, what am I repeating? Because what you repeat every day becomes your real training. If you want better English, repeat English daily. If you want clearer thinking, repeat reflection daily. If you want more confidence, repeat small brave actions daily. If you want better discipline, repeat one small promise daily. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. You need to choose better repetitions. A better repetition can be very small. 1 sentence, 1 question, 1 paragraph, 1 minute of speaking, 1 honest reflection. But when repeated, it becomes part of your identity. Practice these sentences now. Say, what I repeat, I strengthen. Again, what I repeat, I strengthen. Say, I choose useful repetitions. Repeat it. I choose useful repetitions. Say, my daily actions are shaping my future. Again, my daily actions are shaping my future. These sentences can help you remember that daily life is not empty. It is always building something. The question is whether it is building the future you want. Now imagine yourself after 6 months of daily self-education. You are not perfect, but you are different. You speak English with more comfort. You can explain your day more clearly. You can use more useful phrases without thinking too much. You feel less afraid of mistakes. You know how to practice alone. You know how to learn from a video, a book, a conversation, and even a problem. You no longer wait for motivation before taking action. You understand that your daily habit is stronger than your temporary mood. This is the kind of change that daily self-education can create. And this change does not happen because you suddenly become lucky. It happens because you become responsible. You decide that your mind is worth training. You decide that your voice is worth developing. You decide that your future is worth preparing for. You stop waiting for the perfect day, and you begin using the day you already have. You stop saying, I will start when I feel ready, and you begin saying, I become ready by practicing. This one idea can change the way you approach English, work, confidence, and life. So make your learning simple. Choose one thing to learn. Choose one sentence to speak. Choose one mistake to understand. Choose one question to answer. Choose one habit to repeat. Then do it again tomorrow. Do not make self-education heavy. Make it daily. Make it honest. Make it connected to your real life. Some days you will learn a lot. Some days you will learn a little. But if you keep returning, you will keep growing. Say this final practice slowly and clearly. I become stronger when I learn every day. Again, I become stronger when I learn every day. Say, I become more confident when I practice every day. Repeat it. I become more confident when I practice every day. Say, I become wiser when I reflect every day. Again, I become wiser when I reflect every day. Now say, daily self-education is my quiet power. Repeat it slowly. Daily self-education is my quiet power. Let this idea stay with you. You do not need to wait for a perfect life to become better. You only need to use today with awareness, practice, and purpose. Every day can teach you something. Every sentence can train you. Every mistake can guide you. Every small effort can move you forward. And when you keep learning from life every day, your growth becomes not just something you hope for, but something you create. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end, my friend. I really hope this lesson helped you understand the true power of daily self-education. Remember, you do not need to change everything in one day. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep learning, keep practicing, and keep taking one small step forward every day. Your English can improve, your confidence can grow, your thinking can become stronger, but it all begins with your daily choices. If this lesson was helpful for you, make sure to practice the sentences again, repeat them out loud, and use them in your real life. Do not only listen once and forget. Come back to this lesson whenever you need motivation, focus, or a reminder that your growth is in your hands. And before you go, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me one thing you want to teach yourself every day. I would love to read your answer. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your quiet daily power.